Previously on Chain Link Theater.
You're a private investigator?
My profession is very complicated, okay? It's nuanced.
That's a lot of blood.
You beat people up and charge money?
Yeah.
Sad, isn't it?
How much would you charge to beat up my friend Janet?
What?
How much you got?
$20?
That's good. This conversation is over.
Thank you for choosing Chain Link Theater. Please turn up your cell phones, grab your own snack, and hold on to your butts. Your feature presentation begins now!
Welcome back to Chain Link Theater, the show where every movie leads us to the next, one actor at a time. I'm Autumn.
And I'm Kyle.
Today we're linking from The Nice Guys into The Real McCoy, thanks to Kim Basinger, who I would call the Scream Queen.
Oh.
She screams in everything they put her in. She screamed only once in The Real McCoy, though. I'm shocked.
And she was just being sprayed by water hose, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. and some
She
flirtations.
screams about 900 times in Blind Date.
And Batman.
And Batman.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't scream in The Nice Guys.
Batman's in this.
You realize we've done...
This is Batman and Vicky Vale.
It literally is.
Nice.
We did no research on anything to do with Kim Basinger because we're a mess today.
Oh, we're a mess. Damn it.
And we're back. A short break for us. And now we've done our research.
Kim Basinger. I would argue is not the Scream Queen. That's Jamie Lee Curtis. She's a
I know,
Scream
that's
Queen.
why
Yeah.
I think that she should be a Scream. And she doesn't scream in horror setting. She just screams
No.
because they like it, I guess.
Well, she just likes screaming.
She really does.
She loves it.
In
It's
every
the only
movie
move she's got.
I've seen, she screams so much.
Except for this one.
Yeah, that's
And
why
the last
this
one we
was-
watched.
she
Neither
did-
of the ones on this show.
She deserved an Oscar for this one because she didn't scream as much as she normally
She
does.
got an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress in L.A. Confidential,
That's crazy.
which I've always wanted to see.
I wonder if she screams in that.
And you picked Real McCoy. I'm sure she does. Well, she won an Oscar, so maybe not.
I don't know.
Born in 1953, December 8th. She was actually born in Athens, Georgia, which is where the correctional facility is in this film.
Spoilers. Yeah,
Well, it's right at the beginning.
it is at the beginning, but spoilers.
Yeah, she had a pretty interesting life. She had, you help me out here.
Multiple marriages.
She had
and
interesting
multiple
parents.
affairs.
We're starting at the beginning. Her mother was a model, actress, and swimmer who was in several films. Her father was in Normandy on D-Day.
That's crazy.
That is wild. I don't know where that means he was born or anything, but she went on to become a model and then was more interested in singing and then got more interested in acting. None of that amounted to much of anything that would interest you guys on the show, but she got her big break in as a Bond girl.
Yep.
Never Say Never Again.
Pretty sure she screamed a lot in that too.
Oh, I know she did. That's a Sean Connery movie. That is one of the ones we actually ended up watching when we were trying to do that.
Dude, all the James Bonds run together.
Well, that one is the remake when Sean Connery wasn't Bond anymore. It's a remake of Thunderball.
What's Thunderball?
The very first or second Bond movie. The first might be Dr. No.
Yeah, Dr. No's the first one.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
this is the unsanctioned, the wrestling match where they have the lights off. It was
Yeah.
the lights off James Bond
What a
movie.
weird way to film stuff.
Yeah.
You're just like, I don't even know what's happening.
Like you can't even see anything in that movie. She's also in The Natural, 9.5 Weeks, Batman.
Yeah, Vicky Vale.
Most importantly, that's where you guys know her
For
from.
all of our millennials and Gen Xers.
Yes. 1989 Batman, the one everyone seems to love. She's in Wayne's World 2, apparently, not 1.
Yeah.
We talked about LA Confidential. We're getting to late 90s. And then in 2002, she played Eminem's mother in 8 Mile. And I don't know a lot of these other movies,
Nope.
but she's still acting.
She is still acting. And she's so gorgeous.
Yeah, she must be 72 now.
Yeah.
Gonna be 73 this year. I do like watching her act. I think she's interesting.
I think she has an interesting accent.
Yeah.
Like her Georgian accent's very pretty, I think. And she's gorgeous, obviously, so.
Yeah. Very. Before she was famous, she dated model Tim Saunders, photographer Del Robinette, football player Joe Namath. That's a man I've heard about. She married Ron Snyder in 1980 and made him change his last name.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. She made him change his last name to something that
started with a V.
so she wouldn't have to change her initials when she was acting.
I guess because of her signature. I don't know.
I guess, but it's just like, you do you, babe.
And then the next person she married also had a B last name.
Does she only date people with B's?
No, our current guy is not. She must have outgrown that.
Well, she hasn't married him.
That's true.
He won't change his name to
change.
Mitch Bone.
Oh, no, Mitch Stone. The second guy was Alec Baldwin. They have a child together, Ireland Baldwin,
Yeah.
who I'm pretty sure is the one that got yelled at in the voicemail.
I think that, I think it definitely is.
Yeah. So that's interesting. In between relationships, marriages, she was with Prince.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was interested in being in a relationship with,
I don't know anything
anyone.
about Prince.
I like his music. I like 4 songs.
I like 1999 and Little Red Corvette.
Oh. Well, you're missing out on some great stuff with Kiss and When Doves Cry. At least.
What's Kiss?
Oh, I'm not gonna sing a Prince
No.
song.
I've heard When Doves
Podcast.
Cry.
I would destroy it.
Okay.
When Doves Cry is amazing. Were you about to say something?
No, I'm thinking. Sorry. But yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Kim Basinger. My dad, I think that this is like my dad's like crush for sure. Like any celebrity, I think is Kim Basinger, always Kim Basinger.
That sounds right. I feel like I've heard him talk about her more than once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he loves Kim Basinger.
So do you.
I do. Yeah, I like her just fine.
Just fine.
I'm not like, I mean, I get excited when I see her and stuff. I'm like, oh my God, it's Kim Basinger.
That's what you did last week.
The same as like Kathleen Turner.
Oh,
Like, oh,
okay.
it's Kathleen Turner. You know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can be the same thing. You got anything else on her, or should I move to the movie?
Go on with the movie.
The movie was released in 1993 on September 10th to a budget of $24 million and a box office total of $6,484,246.
It lost a little bit of money.
The subtraction on that math is $17.5 million loss.
Whoops.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouch.
Russell Mulcahy, the director, adapted this from a book, apparently, called Bellman and True.
Oh.
Parts of it. They ended up changing so much that now when they say it's based on a book, they were like, parts of it.
Okay.
So I didn't look up the differences. But Russell Mulcahy did Highlander.
You ever seen it?
Me neither. But that's what he was famous for when they decided to give him the directing gig of this movie. And he went on to do a Cannonball. What's the opposite of the word favorite?
Cannonball Poop Storm.
A Cannonball Boom Storm Resident Evil Extinction. If you're going to watch one Russell Mulcahy movie, I would suggest this one. Real McCoy.
Real McCoy. Okay.
Do not watch Resident Evil Extinction. That is the 3rd Resident Evil movie featuring Mila Jovovich, and it's terrible.
That's that one in the desert.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
One has nothing to do with Resident Evil at all.
I've never seen it.
They were just trying to make a Mad Max movie.
Like you do.
Like you do. The screenplay was written by a British writing duo, William Davies and William Osborne, who wrote Twins.
I love Twins. Do I? I like Kindergarten Cop.
Okay. What a roller coaster.
I know. I know. I haven't seen Twins since I was like, I don't know, 8. So I don't know if I like it anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have
But
to
I
find out
do
one day. I've
like
never seen it.
I do like Kindergarten Cop though.
Kindergarten Cop's great.
Kindergarten Cop's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. They also wrote Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. I don't know if that one means anything to you.
I've seen that.
And
That's Sylvester Stallone.
Oh,
Yeah. His mom shoots people, I guess.
I guess.
I haven't seen that one since I
Okay.
was a kid either.
They went on to be the DreamWorks guys. They did Johnny English and Flushed Away, but they also did How to Train Your Dragon.
I saw a clip for
Which
How to
people
Train
really
Your
like.
Dragon the other day on our TV. Because we just sometimes let YouTube cook for days and days and days, sometimes weeks, and just let it play whatever it wants to play. So we get in some
Yes.
weird areas.
Yeah.
And How to Train Your Dragon was on it, and there was a scene from it that I was like, I don't want to spoil it, but I cried.
Oh.
So it was toothless,
Have you ever seen that movie?
I've seen the first one.
I have not.
But I cried.
Oh.
I didn't know what was happening, but Hiccup
You-
and Toothless were in the scene, and I was crying.
I swear I could write a story that would have you crying in 3 sentences.
Literally anyone could.
Because you can cry the second you see a clip.
Yeah. He got his free taco, and I cry
Yeah, that's a Vine.
because he falls. And,
The,
I'm sad.
and the years ago they tried a guy.
Oh, that poor guy. Oh, my heart.
Amazing. He also wrote. They wrote both of them. Puss in Boots, the Shrek spinoff, which people adore.
Really?
To the tune of like Paddington 2. Is how I hear
okay.
people talk about that. Yeah, like it's
We
great.
need to watch Paddington.
We need to watch a lot of DreamWorks stuff too. Apparently,
All right.
at least these two. How to Train Your Dragon and Puss in Boots. I'm interested in.
I'm not committed anymore. Go on.
I don't even remember what you said we need to watch. The composer of this movie is Brad Fiedel, Fiedel. Hope I'm saying it right. Who I almost didn't mention it because the music in this movie is honestly abysmal.
No, it isn't. It
Oh,
makes
okay.
you know
Hum
that
it.
it's the.
Hum it. That's sorry, guys. There's a 9 cat.
It's very like I don't know, Lethal Weapon-y in my mind. Like very early 90s, late 80s, like twangy.
Brad Fiedel created terrible music for this movie, but he created the Terminator theme,
Yeah.
which is the boom, 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 which is amazing.
It's not your car. That was Kyle.
Terminator 1 and 2, he wrote the music for it, which gives him credit on every Terminator movie because they use that theme in every single one of them.
Nice.
He also, because of that, he did True Lies
I like True Lies.
music, which was fantastic music. So
Don't know the music in it.
you don't know the music in anything, so I don't know.
Fuck.
I don't know what happened here,
mean,
but it
you're
was
right.
really bad, really, really, really
I
bad.
thought it was fine.
You would, you know that. There was actually quite a bit of this movie that didn't have music, like a lot of it. So we were only treated to the dulcet tones of Brad Fiedel in heist scenes and chase scenes.
You're spoiling the movie.
Okay, then I guess we should get into the movie. We didn't bring the box over here.
No, we didn't, and I'm not getting back up, so just read
I'll
it.
be honest. We spent all day doing something else for Cannon Brawl
Oh, we did.
that
yeah.
I'm not going to spoil, but
Yeah.
I guess I'll
We're
talk about
also
that.
actively babysitting Summer's 4
Yes.
cats here, my sister. So our house is full of cats. We have no cats, so our house is full. My parents ended up coming over today for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's been a mess. And so we were like, well, we'll just record both of our episodes tomorrow.
It got to be
Thursday.
like 4 p.m. and we'll just we were
Watch
like,
them
we'll
both.
just watch them both and then we'll record tomorrow. And then
After we
Real
finish
McCoy ended, and I was like, dude, this comes out.
It comes out today.
Tonight-
It comes
tonight.
out tonight. And I was like, fuck.
We got to get over here and record. Sorry if we're a little out of sorts. Is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
it's been a messy week.
The
honestly.
Cannon Roll thing I won't mention probably until the episode after Tekken, because that episode's already recorded. So the Prince of Persia episode,
Yeah.
I'll talk about it. What are you doing? What's messing with you?
Okay, so Summer's cats have been over here, and there's something touching me in my face if I get too close to the mic. And it's like tickling my cheek.
She has slapped her own cheek 6 times in the
Something's touching me.
past 20 seconds
Something's touching me, so it keeps like.
while
ugh.
I'm talking, and it's
Yeah,
so
sorry.
distracting.
Sorry,
What was I saying?
we were gonna read the thing.
Oh, I can do that. 20 guards, 30 tons of steel, a security system second to none. They said there wasn't a man on earth who could pull off a bank job like this. They were right.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Okay. What happens in this
All right.
cinematic treasure?
So let's get into this. We get a shot of a bank. What's it called?
A bank.
Atlanta Union Bank.
Yeah.
At night, and we see like a cat burglar using like a freaking flamethrower of some sort to make the elevator work.
I don't know. I was very distracted by the bass guitar and saxophone.
Pretty much the music.
It was so bad.
And so they break into the elevator, and then they cut a hole in the ceiling of the bank, like the main area of the bank. I don't know what it's called. The bank room.
The lobby?
That's it, the lobby. And then they cut a hole, and then they spray like this mist down They're probably like 40 feet up in the air.
Yeah, and it acts like it's interacting with the dust on the ground. Bullshit.
Not bullshit. It is working. And it shows the lasers that are like all over the floor.
Yeah.
Right?
I buy that.
And so the person puts like this weird grappling hook thing through the hole, and it shoots sideways though. So then they lower themselves out of the hole, and now they're like almost like a tightrope, but they've like latched themselves to the bottom of the tightrope. My question is, why didn't you just make the hole? Because then they climb to the side of the bank.
Yeah, you said that. The vent duct must not go all the way over
It wasn't
there.
a vent duct. They cut the hole in the ceiling.
From where? How'd they get access to the
I
ceiling?
don't know, but I'm like, wouldn't it have been nice if you had just done that instead?
You were so surprised by this tool. You can do exactly this in the Arkham games.
I've never
This
played this.
tightrope thing where you shoot at two connecting walls.
What?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
It's awesome.
Oh, okay. Because I asked you what it was called, and you're like, I have no idea.
No, I don't know what it's
Okay.
called.
So they're upside down, and they disengage the alarm system, and then they're like running across the lobby, and all the alarms go off.
Yep.
So they immediately run back, climb back up their hole, and are on the roof and about to like jump off. I don't know. And then a chopper, like a cop chopper, is already in the air and has a gun on them and is like, don't move or we'll kill you ourselves. So, yeah, they get caught. 6 years later, Athens Correctional Facility in Georgia, and we have McCoy getting out of prison. We haven't seen McCoy yet.
No.
We haven't seen who did the bank robbery, so this is like a huge reveal. And they're giving them back their like stuff, you know, their crap. And all they had on them was a wallet, sunglasses, gum, and a condom.
Gum that is 6 years old now.
Yeah, I don't want that. And then we find out that McCoy is a woman.
Oh my God.
A Kim Basinger woman.
It's almost like it's the woman from the cover of the movie.
Yeah, the real McCoy. Which I'm pretty sure it means something. Hang on.
Yeah, it means something.
Look
like
it
the
up.
real deal, like the genuine article.
I don't remember what it means.
You're looking up what real McCoy means just by typing real McCoys?
I know that I had we talked about it in history class in high school.
I just said that, the genuine article. That's what it
Oh,
says.
okay, so that is what it means. So there you go.
From a boxer named Kid McCoy, apparently.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Karen McCoy is on a train heading to Atlanta. I'm
With
guessing the
huge
MARTA.
blonde 80s hair.
Yes. And like an 80s like suit on.
Yeah, she is wearing a pantsuit.
She says all she has is her clothes from court.
Yeah.
So, and then some sleazy guy tries to hit on her, and he like puts his foot up on the chair across from her. It's weird. And then he's like trying to hit on her and stuff, and then he's like, what are you doing? Are you going to Atlanta? And she's like, no, or whatever. She says that she is going to Atlanta. Sorry, I got distracted because I got touched in the face again. So she says she is going to Atlanta, and he's like, he's basically just trying to hit on her. And then he's like, what do you do in Atlanta? Or why are you coming from Athens? And she's like, I just got out of prison. And he's just like, oh, ha, 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 ha. And she's like, no, I robbed banks. And he's just like, all right, I'm going to go. Which, honestly, I don't know why that turned him off so much.
Me neither. That
She
would have
didn't
been.
say I murdered someone. She
That
said
would
I
have made me
robbed
more
banks.
turned on.
Yeah, I robbed banks. It's like, what?
Whoa.
Of quote-unquote victimless crime.
Yeah.
So, anyway, and then she calls a guy named Roy, and his wife answers. We find out that this is her ex-husband, and she's basically like, I'm out on parole, and I need you to bring me my stuff. And he's like, well, you can't come by the house, so I'll just meet you tomorrow at 4 and give you your stuff back. And then before she gets off the phone with him, she's like, how's Patrick? And then he immediately hangs up on her. So, who's Patrick? And then at a convenience store, it's like pouring rain, and she's making a burrito in the microwave, the back of the convenience store. And Val Kilmer walks in to do a robbery. And the cashier's like, I can't open the safe without the manager key, so I don't know what you want. And he's just like, oh, well, can you try to open it? Like, he doesn't know what to do. And then as he's standing there, the clip falls out of his gun. And he leans down to pick it up, and by the time he stands back up, now the clerk has his gun and just starts wildly shooting at Val Kilmer, chasing him out into the rain.
Yeah.
And then he gets in his Firebird and drives away.
True.
So, and then Kim Basinger is just eating a burrito in the back of the store. Because I did think it was funny, because she, when he comes in, is like, everyone put your hands up. She just starts her timer on her microwave.
Yeah.
And then starts laughing at him when he drops all of his bullets.
Yeah.
So, she's cracking up.
It's cute.
It is cute. And then the next day she meets with her parole officer, who is a complete dickhead.
The worst.
An absolute asshole.
Yeah.
And it's basically like, why didn't you call me last night? And she was like, I didn't know if I had to because it was super late by the time I got to the like halfway house and all this stuff. And he's just like, well, you don't get to think and blah, blah, blah. If you do this, I'll send you back to jail. If you do this, I'll send you back to jail. And it's like being just an absolute dick. And he's like, you're going to have to spend a month and a half in the halfway house. And she's like, I don't want to be in the halfway house. It's awful.
Yeah, and then he gets up and walks around to the front of the desk to make her super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it shows his back, which is all sweaty and gross.
Ugh. He puts his like hand on her leg and says like, well, if you can keep your pretty little figure and find a job, then maybe I'll let you out of the halfway house.
Disgusting.
And then she's just like, okay. Because every single person who's seen her so far in the movie has commented on her figure.
Yeah.
Every single one.
And they'll continue to.
Oh, yeah. The whole movie.
It's weird.
It's like, like if she goes missing, they're like, well, she's got a great figure.
Yeah.
And
Kind of
then
weird on the writers.
Oh, yeah. No description of her face. Just men looking for a woman with nice boobs or whatever.
Yeah.
Bizarre. So anyway, Val Kilmer, we find out his name is JT. He sees her leaving like the parole office, and he's immediately like, oh my God, who is that? Because he thinks she's gorgeous. And when his parole officer says like, oh, that's Karen McCoy, she just got out. And then he knows who that is, and he's fangirling super hard. And he like runs out and he just starts asking her about her old robberies and like her tactics and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's just trying to get away from him and just like, okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Stop asking me questions. Because he's all like, in 1983, when you did this heist, what did you do with the dirt when you did this? And she's just like, okay. And walking away, which I'm curious too.
Yeah.
And then she misses her bus because of him, because he won't leave her alone. So he's just like, well, I'll give you a ride. And she's like, okay. And then in the car, he says something about, where do you keep your gun or something like that? And she says, I never have a gun because I rob places when no one's in them. So I'm never
Which he acts
armed.
surprised about, and he's such a big fan. I would assume he would have known that.
Maybe he just assumed that she was carrying anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But he acts surprised that she robbed empty banks.
Yeah.
So, weird.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And then we get like a montage of her trying to find a job. Obviously, no one will let her have a job
So stupid.
because there's a problem with the system.
Uh-huh.
So
Still is today.
she finds a job at a factory because the lady who she's interviewing with agrees to lie on the... She doesn't ask her to lie, to be fair. She tells her that she just got out of prison. And the lady says, well, we don't usually hire convicts. And she's like, I have to have a job. And the lady says, well, I'll just put self-employed. So that lady lied on the application, not Karen.
Right.
But she gets the job. And then she goes to her halfway house. And for some reason, JT's just hanging out in the lobby of the halfway house. And he's like, okay, well, no one I know is staying here, so I'm going to move you into a different house. I don't think that this is something you can just do.
I don't think so.
On parole. And then, so he takes her to a new place with a room that's nicer, I guess. We didn't see the room at this place, so I have no idea what the rooms look like.
True.
But then he's like, she's like, oh, I guess it's okay because my parole officer said I could move if I got a job. No, he didn't.
He did not.
No, he did not.
He made a bunch of vague threats.
That is not what he said at all. So anyway, we see Roy at his, like, he owns a used car dealership, and it's like a shitty, he's a shitty businessman because he's like having problems.
And a shitty actor.
He's not a great actor, no.
God.
He hasn't filed his taxes in multiple years. He's basically talking to his accountant, and his accountant is like, you have no money. And you owe the IRS money. And he's just like, I pay you to figure it out. And he's like, you can't afford to pay me. I'm looking at all of the books. So, and then Karen shows up at the used car lot because he stood her up. He didn't show up when they were supposed to meet at 4. He, of course, immediately compliments her figure.
Of course.
The second he sees her, because this is his ex-wife who he hasn't seen in years. Not that that's okay. Don't do that. But then we see she goes inside to get her stuff from him, and we see Patrick. He's a little boy in the car with his mom and little sister. And the little sister, it is kind of a cute scene because the little sister calls the mom Cheryl.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, don't call me Cheryl. And the little girl's like, but Patrick calls you Cheryl. And she's like, but you know why Patrick calls me Cheryl. Which I kind of like a little bit because that means that they never pressured, like as horrible as his dad ends up being eventually.
Yeah.
They never pressured Patrick into calling Cheryl mom. They didn't lie to him the whole time and tell him You
Yeah.
know, Cheryl is your mom, kind of a thing.
Yeah, they did do one thing right.
They did do one thing right, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we find out, Karen, of course, and Roy don't know that Patrick's in the car. And so we find out that Roy told Patrick that Karen was dead.
Yeah, so they're not great.
No, they're not great. And he keeps saying, like, well, Cheryl thought, and she's like, so you let some woman decide to tell my son that I'm dead. And then she says, we agreed before I went away that we split up and I moved. That's what we were going to tell him. And then Patrick walks in because, you know, it's his dad's business. And then clearly doesn't recognize Karen, but Roy introduces her as, oh, this was your mom's friend, which you could have just said my friend. I don't know why you said that.
Yeah.
And then Patrick doesn't really acknowledge her much and then walks away.
Yeah.
And then Roy says, because she's just like, why doesn't he recognize me? You know?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I burned all of your pictures. The fuck?
Christ.
So she grabs her stuff and punches him in the face and walks away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah. And then we find out JT is at like a country club and he's looking for some guy named Jack Schmidt. Terence Stamp.
Terence Stamp.
Terence Stamp.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
The High Prophet of Truth from Halo 3.
What?
Chancellor Valorum from Star Wars Episode 1.
Yes.
He's General Zod from the first Superman movies.
Right.
Which, that's now 3 DC people. In
Oh
this.
my God, yes. And they're the only people who anyone would know
Yeah.
from this movie.
Oh, I was going to talk about it at the top, and I might as well just do it here while I'm remembering it. I don't know how to bring up sad stuff, but I have to because it's interesting. Terence Stamp passed away last year, and so did the guy playing the parole officer,
Oh.
and so did Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer died?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Wow. Like in April of 2025.
What?
Yeah.
He couldn't have been very old.
No, he had like throat cancer or something crazy with his throat.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Horrifying. He didn't act for like the last 10 years of his life. Except for in that Kevin Smith movie where he didn't say anything because his throat was all messed up.
That's so freaking sad.
I told you, I don't know how to bring up sad stuff. But
That's so now it's only Kim Basinger and everyone else in this
Everyone
movie
else
that
in
we
the
don't know. Basically, JT is looking for a guy, Jack Schmidt, and then when Jack sees him, he says that it's his cousin's boy, and he doesn't know why JT is here.
yeah.
And then
Which
Jack,
they never expand upon further.
No, I'm thinking that JT is just a disappointment, is my
Yes.
guess. So JT tells Jack that Karen McCoy is out on parole and like, hey, if you had something planned, there's a really good bank robber who's now like, what's it called? What's it called when a oh God, when a professional athlete isn't freelance or whatever? What's it
Free
called?
agent.
Free agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Karen McCoy's a free agent. And then Jack is like, okay, that's really interesting, but I'm not planning anything. I'm a real estate business person.
Mm-hmm. Sure, Terence Stamp.
So Karen goes to see a lawyer about her rights because she's pissed off to find out that Patrick thinks she's dead. And so she's trying to figure out what right she has. And basically this lawyer's like, just have another baby and forget about that one. And she's like, but I'm his mother. And she's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just move on. You're young. Who cares?
So weird.
It's such horrible advice.
Yeah.
Like, she literally does not help her at all.
Nope.
They're just like, make new ones. Replace that one. So Karen goes to a park to creep on Patrick playing soccer. Because Patrick did ask her if she was going to come to his soccer game, was one of the only things he said to her at the car lot.
Yeah, that's true.
And some guy
Put that
walks up
together.
and starts talking to her about Jack. She does not want to talk about Jack. She tries to like walk away, and the guy shows her a gun and is like, no, Jack wants to talk to you. And she's like, okay, then send a message to Jack for me. And then
He lets her walk right up to him.
it's because of her good figure.
Uh-huh.
She cuts a good figure, and I'm going to let you come all the way up.
So fucking stupid.
And then she knees him in the balls twice.
Takes his gun and throws it toward the soccer game.
Throws it towards the children in the park. That's the one thing I don't get from the scene. Why don't we throw it behind us where there was like a forest?
Yeah.
No, we threw it towards the children playing. Safe. This is America.
Don't catch me slipping up.
JT meets Karen outside her, like, I don't know, new hostel. I don't know what this place is.
I don't know.
And offers to buy her dinner. And then for some reason, because she's had a bad day, she knows now that Jack knows she's out of prison. Patrick thinks she's dead. She's had a rough day.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't want to talk to you right now. And then he takes her sunglasses off of her face.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can afford to buy you food. And I would be like, get the fuck away from me.
Weird creepo.
I liked my sunglasses. Now it's too bright out here.
Yeah.
Ugh, don't do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then he takes her to a diner for hot dogs because he says he knows a great place.
Yeah.
And they're having hot dogs, which is fine. But Karen tells him like a little bit about what's going on with Patrick. And then he's basically like, oh man, that sucks. You can get a job with Jack Schmidt. Have you heard of him? Basically. And then she freaks out. And he keeps saying good people. He keeps saying, I know some really good people who could offer you a job.
Well, he keeps saying good and then changing it to professional.
Good professional people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she's like, he stole 6 years of my life and I never want to see you again.
Oh, what a development.
Did you guys
Wonder what
know
that means.
that he stole 6 years of her life?
Let's see.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't think that's in my notes. Put it together yourselves. So
It's got to be later in the film when it's revealed.
yeah, at work, she gets called into the boss's office. She walks in and her parole officer, Buckner, is also in the office. She's basically fired because she lied on the application.
Yeah.
So he is now threatening to put her back in a halfway house, which he never took her out of. She just left herself.
This is true.
And then he's like, well, I guess I won't, because she's like, well, I don't want to go back to the halfway house. So, like, give me a second to find another job. And he's like, well, if you meet me for a drink with your fine figure, then maybe I'll keep you out of the halfway house. And so she goes, and they, like, pull up to this massive house for some drinks. And she's like, what are we doing? And he's like, there's a lot of influential people here, so maybe you can find a job. And then get some drinks.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. And then we see tigers.
Yeah.
And then Doberman, which is probably why 3 out of the 4 cats were underneath our couch for this entire movie.
Dude. That started happening because the Doberman jumps up on our window and starts barking incessantly. Yeah. And we were just loudly apologizing to all the cats.
Kyle just kept being
house.
like, it's just a movie. It's not real. It's just a movie. We didn't see them until after the movie.
Nope.
So we find out, obviously, this is Jack's house.
Yeah.
And so the parole officer, because he walks in and Jack is like, hey, I want you to do something for me. And she's like, fuck off. I'm never working for you again. You owe me 6 years of life.
Yeah.
And then the parole officer, because she goes to leave, and the parole officer says, like, you're not going to leave, because if you leave here, then I'm going to plant drugs in your apartment and send you back to prison with extra time.
Jesus. What a stand-up guy.
Great. But then she says she doesn't work for assholes. And then I guess they let her leave because now it's the next day.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And then Roy breaks into Karen's place because Patrick is missing. So it's after school.
Is Roy Val Kilmer's name?
No, Roy is her ex-husband.
Oh, okay.
So Roy
like,
comes
who the
over.
fuck is Roy?
Roy comes over to her house to be like, "You took Patrick. Patrick is gone."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Where did what are you talking about?" And obviously, then she takes his car keys and leaves, and then just leaves him there because he's stupid.
Have I talked about how atrocious his acting is?
How am I going to get home? Your son's missing.
He's the worst.
Priorities. I mean, it is kind of nice that he was worried about him.
Sure.
Instead of being like, all right, they come and they go.
Yes.
Swings and roundabouts.
I don't know if I talk about my other show enough on this show, but Cannon Brawl, where we are reviewing every video game movie ever, is known for the acting in those movies. Mm-hmm. This is worse.
No. I've seen your fucking movies.
This is worse.
No, it isn't.
It's on the level.
Roy is
it's on the
not
same level.
half as offensive as some of the people I've had to watch act in your movies.
Some of. But he's among that
shall
pantheon.
die. It's awful.
Oh, well, yeah. I haven't watched that one in months.
Yeah, but it's happened.
Yeah, it has happened.
There's a lot of really... Well... Some people are trying really hard in those movies. It's just, your movies are just terrible writing, people trying their best acting-wise with bad everything.
Yeah.
You have to act your way out of a poop shoot, basically. Because I didn't think the act... Right. You guys really... Because I do the editing now for that. You guys really shit on Chun-Li, and I liked it.
But it wasn't the acting though for that movie. That's just a terrible plot.
I loved it. I didn't love it. I liked it. I had fun.
I actually was extremely impressed by Kristen Krug. I thought she was very good.
I thought the movie was great.
She plays Chun-Li. But that's insane that you're saying that to me right now. Tekken's better though, right?
I liked. If I had to sit down and watch one or the other again right now, I would rather watch Chun-Li.
Oh my God!
Facts.
Why?
I would much rather watch Chun-Li.
I might just because of Kristen Krug. But,
There you go.
But
I
it's
liked
like
it.
nobody's in Tekken.
And Jason didn't even mention the guy at the port. Was he a big
In
role? No,
Street Fighter?
but he had 2 scenes
Second episode's not out yet.
where he set them up 2 times and he wasn't even mentioned.
This is true. It's hard to mention everything in a movie.
Don't I know it?
Go listen to those 2 episodes, and you guys tell us which movie's better.
It's no, it's not what movie's better. It's I just like Chun-Li. I thought it was fun.
I thought that's what you were arguing.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, we see Karen. She takes his keys, and then it's nighttime already, and she's making like poison sandwiches. Some sandwiches. She's putting,
Out of meat. There's no bread involved.
Yeah, and she's putting drugs in them.
Yeah, clearly for dogs and tigers.
Yep. And so we see her now. She's outside of Jack's house, and she's throwing the steaks over the wall, and the Doberman eat them and pass out.
Yeah.
So she breaks into the house. We hear like a few TVs going off, but it's pretty much quiet. And then one of the goons is watching porn, but he's watching it so loud that she can hear it outside of his room.
Yeah, they
which
do
is
that
disgusting.
stupid movie trope where you think that sound is happening
In the
and
room.
then they get into the room
Yeah.
and it's a TV.
They honestly do that like 3 times in this movie.
I was going to talk about that later.
Because they literally do it when she gets upstairs too.
I was going to talk about it later.
Yeah, and Jack is also in his room. I don't think he's watching porn, but he's watching something.
Yeah.
No Patrick. Patrick's not in this house.
Yeah.
So she goes to her parole officer's apartment, who he's listed in the yellow pages. I don't know. White pages for people, yellow pages for businesses. Wasn't that the difference?
Fucking I know. I don't remember phone books.
All right.
I remember seeing one. We had one in the house. I didn't use it.
We always remember. They used to drop yellow pages off at our house since we've been married.
Yeah.
We used to get them like every year.
And then big men would rip them up in dare assemblies.
And I'd be like, get out of here.
I mean, no, not at our house.
Just imagine like someone going around
Sounds stupid.
putting the yellow pages on your porch, and then another roaming group of men comes through and rips it up.
That's not what I meant.
You have to get those in fast.
Fuck you.
Anyway, so she finds him in the yellow pages. I don't know why he's listed, because I feel like as a parole officer, it would be much safer for you not to be listed.
You'd immediately get your name unlisted.
Yeah. So she goes to his house, because if you are a young person who doesn't know what the white pages were, it gave your phone number and also your address.
Yeah.
So
Of everyone that lived in that city. Yeah.
everyone, you could look up anyone you wanted.
Yeah.
As long as you
That's
knew their
absurd. Why were we doing that?
How else were you supposed to call people?
Ask for their phone number.
What if I don't remember them?
What? Then don't call them.
What if they didn't give me their phone number because they said no? But
Then they don't
know.
want to be called.
Exactly. So he should be unlisted, but she goes to his apartment. She's standing there and is like, "Hey, I'm looking for Gary Buckner," and her neighbor's like, or Gary's neighbor is like, "Oh, he's fishing at his cabin," and she's like,
She also tells her his exact apartment number,
"Yeah,
which is so
safe.
unsafe.
It's 1993."
Oh yeah, you're right. You could be unsafe in '93.
Everyone just gives this because of her figure.
Right.
That's a fine figure, so give her the information. So she breaks into Gary's apartment and finds all of his photos, and he happens to have gone to Walmart and printed a photo of him fishing with all of his friends, wearing a T-shirt that says the lake that they fished at,
Yes.
which means he has a cabin near there, obviously.
Obviously.
So she goes to that cabin.
It's 40 miles away.
To look for this fishing cabin, I guess, near Lake Lucille. And she finds a random guy wandering the streets at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, I guess.
Uh-huh.
who just stops and she's like, hey, I'm looking for Gary. And he's like, Gary lives right down there. He's right down there right now. He sleeps in this room.
The 90s were weird.
He does his BMs at this time.
Oh,
like,
my.
I don't know. We're just giving it. No one was on this street. And I get that it was supposed to look like a small town. But she drugged the Dobermans when everyone was doing a little sleep at Jack's house.
Yeah.
So it's late. It has to be like 3 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And why was this guy just on Main Street? He's like an old guy in overalls.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a gas station. It
was like a normal Main Street building, probably a thrift store or something.
Feed store.
Yeah.
Is what it looked like. I don't understand why he was there. There's a cat behind us. If you hear stuff, that's on you. Sorry. But so she finds the cabin easily because it's the only one out there. Convenient.
Yep.
And so she's watching to see if Gary leaves. And Gary, his name's Gary Buckner. I don't know if I said that. This is the Pearl guy. So he's just walking around outside. Luckily, before he decides to leave the cabin in his car, he walks around the house for no reason to stand beside it and then be like, oh shit, now I need to go into town.
Wait, I guess I parked my car out front.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot.
Not in the
I
water.
didn't park on the water. And then he leaves really quickly.
That was filmed so poorly. She has binoculars, so she's watching him. His little cabin thing is kind of cool. It's 2-story. It's got a dock like underneath it.
Yeah.
But she's watching him and it won't zoom in enough. And then she can hear his car start. And then it immediately cuts to a shot of his car driving down the road. Immediately, like already 40 miles an hour and in the wrong direction.
In the wrong direction.
And from the bushes, not from a binocular point of view.
From the bushes. Yeah, it was weird.
And then it cuts back to her putting the binoculars down like, now's my chance.
This is it. So she goes up to the cabin and breaks the window because she is a thief, but she's not a normal doorknob thief. Okay?
Right.
She can't break into those.
Apparently.
So she finds Patrick, and then we have this is another one that we have
we're doing a TV bit again.
It literally said in the subtitles, Patrick screaming.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. It was a cartoon on the TV.
It was like Smurfs or something.
Double TV bit. That's amazing. In one movie.
Triple TV bit, because then she heard...
Well, one was in the same scene, too,
True.
where,
Yeah. And then he's like...
I was hoping there was a fourth.
I hope it's the whole movie. Constantly when you walk into rooms. I don't know. So Patrick is like passed out in front of the TV. She picks him up and Patrick basically is like, are you my mom's friend? And she's like, you're not stressed out enough for a kidnapped boy, but all right. And so she gets him to the car. We see the old guy from last night just standing in the middle of Main Street telling the parole officer, hey, there was a hot chick with a fine figure looking for you last night. There's a hot blonde.
Yeah.
And then obviously parole officer's like, holy shit.
Panics and takes off.
The real McCoy.
That was cool editing. So I don't know why we did the weird shot of the car earlier, because this time, as soon as he tells him that, the guy goes, what girl? And he was like, she was fine.
She cut a fine figure and she was
cut
blonde.
a fine figure and she was a blonde. And then it just cuts to a exterior shot of the car peeling out.
Yeah, peeling
turning
out and
around.
doing a UE.
Yeah, that is cool editing.
I feel like that guy's going to stop every single person who drives by today in that town and be like, Gary did a burnout over here last night.
Gary.
He lives over there. What's going on? So he's heading back for the cabin. Karen gets Patrick back to the car she borrowed from Roy that now will not start. So now we get the whole like pumping on the gas, flooding your engine, trying to start the car repeatedly with it not turning over.
Yeah, but it's a movie, so that works.
You can do that. I used
You
to
can
have to
do
start
that,
a
but not
Giselle
for
like
long.
that.
Yeah.
But you can't do it too long because you will flood your engine.
Especially with a carburetor, yeah.
Yeah, at least that's how Giselle worked. Giselle was a 66 Mustang, so she was temperamental.
This was a late 80s Toyota Corolla, so I think it wouldn't have been carbureted anymore. So it's possible that it would work.
Just pumping it.
Yeah.
And then Patrick basically was like, this car's a piece of shit.
If it was a fuel problem, like if the fuel pump's slightly
She's
clogged or
driven
something.
all over Timbuktu, and yet now it doesn't start.
Yeah, it could
And
get gummed
also,
up. I don't know.
Why is she acting like 100% she's going to get caught when logically he doesn't know what car she's driving, right?
Yeah.
She could technically go a different direction out of here.
Yeah,
She's
she
not
saw exactly
parked-
what direction he drove.
Right. She's not parked at his house. She's
Yeah.
in the bushes.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, calm down just a smidge.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's not wrong, because it does eventually start, and they start driving into town. And Patrick's like, how'd you find me? Was there a ransom note? My dad's broke as shit. And then the car dies, and
of course.
And Patrick's like, yeah, this is definitely one of my dad's cars.
And
And
I love that she goes, it's not a car, it's a piece of shit.
And then, yeah, basically, the way Patrick talks about Roy is like he's the dad from Matilda.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Danny DeVito.
sleazy.
Yeah.
And then Buckner finds them because they're broken down in the middle of the road. And he gets out of his car with a shotgun. And he basically starts saying stuff like, oh, you're messing up my big shot. And then he just starts beating the absolute dog shit out of Karen in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Not in the street. It's a dirt road.
It's a dirt road. Yeah.
What do you call that? In the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll work.
So then she passes out. I would look up how she passes out, though. 'Cause
I hope you guys
enjoyed
can
it.
find a way to see it, because it's horrifying to watch her get
Yeah, it is.
bashed with a shotgun, the end of a shotgun, and her face hits the ground pretty hard, and the camera stays on her and stays on her some more, and then her tongue does a little thing.
And then she, like,
as she stops.
You can say that, like, it's clearly Kim
Being
Basinger being
awake.
like, okay, well, she clearly isn't unconscious yet. And then she's like, now she is tongue out. Now back in. And it's like, what is that? What just happened to us? We ran it back. It
We
was
both
fun.
turned and looked at each other and popped.
Yeah, because Kyle was like, I looked down. Did I see what I thought I saw? And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. So Karen wakes up at Jack's house. Patrick's fine, still kidnapped. But Jack basically wants her to do a job,
Yes,
essentially.
right.
And then he's like, I don't want to hurt anybody, but I do want you to rob a bank. So you don't want
And you want your son, so, I mean...
Win-win. Win-win. And he's also willing to pay her cut. So it's not like he's forcing her to do this not paid.
Right.
So anyway, then she goes in to talk to Patrick, and Patrick is like, am I going to be killed? And she's like, nah. Go to bed, though. And he's like, you came in here. I was already in bed. I was chilling, and you came in here to tell me to now go to bed. Also, I think it's like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I
Right?
don't think I can. So basically, she calls Roy and tells Roy that Patrick is safe, but she can't bring him back because he's still kidnapped.
Yeah.
And then Roy's like, I mean, all right. I guess. That's fine. And so Karen goes to... Honestly, Roy, at this point in this movie, is kind of a great cope. Like, he doesn't give a shit about this poor kid.
No.
He's just like, is he still kidnapped? Kinda. 70-30. 70% kidnapped.
Right.
But anyway, so she goes to hire JT for the job. And I do like this scene because he goes and grabs a gun because he's super excited that the real McCoy came to hire him.
Yeah.
And then he grabs his gun and she's like, no, we're not holding up a Quickie Mart in the middle of the night.
You were there for that?
And he's like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. And then he has like a bunch of Betamaxes and she's like, no one listens to Betamax. No one does this anymore. And he's like,
Surprisingly, in Nigeria, yeah, they do.
He says it's the capital of Betamax.
The Betamax capital of the world.
I don't even know what Betamax is.
Oh, it was VHS's competition.
I never had one.
But you remember the competition between Blu-ray and Xbox's version? HD DVD, the red cases?
Vaguely.
Kind of like that, but in the 80s. That's all I know. We never had one.
What was
or anything.
Laserdisc?
Ahead of its time.
Yeah. We just had a VHS.
Do you not know what Laserdisc was?
Isn't it just like a big album?
Huge CD, the size of an album.
Yeah, that you played movies on. We have a couple Laserdiscs of something.
We do?
Not because we owned a Laserdisc,
Nope.
because we found movies we like and bought the Laserdiscs at an antique shop.
Yeah, we used them as posters.
Yeah.
We can't play
anyway,
them.
well, we could.
We don't have a Laserdisc
We
player.
could get one.
I'm sure they're expensive.
Yeah, probably. So basically, JT shows up and Jack is like, oh my God, not this idiot. And she's like, it's my crew, so I'm going to hire who I want. And then JT tells Jack, I just want you to know I'm not going to disappoint you. And I love Terence Stamp because he's literally like, if you do, I'll tear your head off and feed it to my dogs. And he's completely calm when he says this.
I love him.
Just so calm. So we're back at the bank from the opening scene. And Karen is in disguise. Her disguise is just sunglasses and darker hair. That's her whole disguise.
It works.
It works on all
Everyone.
the time.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it have made more sense since everyone's like, oh my God, she's so hot, as if she padded her body or something?
Yeah.
Didn't cut a fine figure?
Yeah.
Something.
Apparently there's a lot of fine figures in Atlanta.
Yeah. No, there's just her because everyone's noticed. So Karen is going to open a safety deposit box, and like while she's filling everything out, she's basically like just taking everything in. And then the banker tells her that like 2 years ago they became state of the art basically, and now like they're super safe.
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck.
Yeah.
All right. And then just looking at all of the security while this idiot is explaining to her how it all works.
So dumb.
So he leads her down to the safes, and then she puts like a telephone book in the box and hands it back to him. And then he like in front of, which I mean is fine, but in front of all the men standing in the safety deposit box is like, oh, this is really heavy. You have a lot of jewelry.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Right.
Don't touch my safety deposit box. I don't think that's how that doesn't work like that.
No.
So she leaves, and then she basically tells Jack, you can't break into a AAA bank or whatever. Is that what she says? AAA?
Yep.
Something like that. Like a triple rated bank.
She says AAA.
Okay, AAA rated bank. And then she tells Jack that it's not possible, and then he's like, well, you're gonna have to think about it. And then she says something about how it's still not possible, and he's like, you know what I hear? I hear a little boy crying his eyes out, wondering if he's ever going to go home. And it's like, Jesus.
Psychopath.
Gosh. Man.
I love him, though.
I do love him because he's so calm. He's just like a little boy crying his eyes out, wondering if he's ever going to go home. And she's like, okay, well, all right then. So she starts working on a plan while she's watching JT play with Patrick in the pool. And Patrick honestly seems like he's having the best time.
Yeah, he does.
He likes this a lot.
He's loving it, yeah.
So, I guess Stockholm Syndrome the fuck out of this little kid.
Yeah.
He's having a great time.
He was fine before.
He was fine at the cabin with Buckner.
Yes.
He was fine.
Yeah.
He was just taking a nap watching cartoons.
Yeah.
So, I don't think he cares. So McCoy, goes to on a roof to look at the building that they're going to rob, and she's basically talking about how they need to figure out what the response time is going to be for the security department. Like, she's like, the security team's here, the bank's here, we need to figure out how long it'll take them after an alarm codes to reach us. You know, that's what we need to figure out. So at night, they just start racing from the security station to the bank to see, like, to time it. Really long car drive fast scene.
Right.
Car drive real fast.
Yes.
Go.
Yeah, well, he's driving a Trans Am. Fast is the only way they know.
Fast.
There's not a single person out
I don't know
in
how there's
downtown
no
Atlanta.
one in downtown
Do you know
Atlanta.
there's not even a parked car anywhere
Nope.
on any street he drives down?
It's almost like this isn't real.
It's almost like that.
It's like it's a set.
This is one of those movies where the rain machine is extremely obvious.
Yeah.
It's so clear that it's not raining.
Yeah. I mean, it just went on way too long, honestly.
That too. Wow.
And so
it was like a minute of just driving fast.
I think it was 5.
With no stakes.
It was a really timer.
Sure, but they weren't showing us.
Well, it kept flashing to the timer and it always kept showing 60 seconds, and I was like, I don't know how this kind of timer works.
Yeah.
So it was like a stopwatchy thingy. And so they stop, and she's basically like, okay, we're gonna have a 5-minute window. Cool. And then JT's like, why haven't you told Patrick who you are? And she's like,
Jesus.
oh God.
Right now, bro.
Mind your business. But she seems like she finds him charming. That's for sure. And so
He is Val Kilmer.
that's true. And so the next day she goes back to the bank to open a savings account. And while he's talking to her about savings rates, she starts snapping photos, I think, on this like little gizmo thing in her hand. Just taking pictures of stuff, I guess.
Is that what she was doing?
That has to be what she was doing. Because what else would she be doing with that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Sonar?
Interesting.
I don't know.
No, probably not.
Yeah, I think she was taking pictures.
Oh.
So, we see another shot of Patrick just honestly having the best time as a hostage.
Yeah.
Lots of
That's a
Patrick
lot of
just
that.
having fun.
This movie keeps showing us the same stuff over and over again, if I'm honest.
Yeah. And Patrick is like playing with a toy car, and then Karen comes to talk to him, like a RC car. And Karen comes to talk to him because he's like, oh, I took the rotator cuff off of the
Oh, I knew you didn't catch
hamstring.
that. The rheostat.
Whatever that is.
It's the electronic, like, inhibitor. So he took it off so that it has way more voltage, and it has no limit to how much voltage it can put to the wheels.
Sounds dangerous.
It's very dangerous, but it
Okay.
makes the car super fast.
Didn't you like peel back one of your big toes or something with a RC car?
Yeah, I didn't take the rheostat off, though. That car was called Ricochet, and the wheels were so big that it would hit walls and flip upside down, and it could still drive again.
Okay.
It could drive upside down and upside up, and I was standing near it and ran it at a wall, and when it came back, you could air up the tires on it because they were huge, and we had fully aired up the tires to where they were solid as a rock, and it came back down and broke my big toenail off.
Yeah.
And I was probably like 8, and my
27.
toenail's still kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Never
I mean,
quite
that
grew back in
happens.
straight.
I always love when we go get like our oil done or something, and then sometimes they overinflate our tires, and I really feel like
so bouncy.
if you just dropped the Jeep from like 5 feet, we would bounce for so long.
Yeah.
It also feels a little dangerous.
I was going to say, I don't love that because it feels like the tires are going to pop.
Yeah, because I just look at it like, you guys decided 45.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
that's a lot. All right. That's fine. Anyway, they start talking about like, Karen's basically like, you're so much like your mom. And he's like, how much was she? Or something like that. And basically she's just like, your mom just loved you so much and that you were the best thing that ever happened to her. And then they get in a tickle fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then JT briefly mentions, because Karen asks him, did you get the passports? And JT's like, yeah. And then one of the goons sees JT walking out of the bank because JT goes to open his safety deposit box of his own. And when he walks out, the goon's like, what are you doing here? And JT says that he was closing out his checking account before the heist, and the guy's like, show me your money, and JT hands him his wallet, and the guy takes it, and he's like, it's $152. And the guy's like, why did you take out $152? And he's like, because I don't want to split $152 7 ways. Because the guy says, like, we're taking out $18 million on Thursday.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, I didn't want to split this.
Bullshit. He's clearly up to something.
Yeah. So JT and Karen are like flirting around while they're washing a car, and Jack is like cucking in the corner, just watching them.
Oh, why?
This is where it starts. Jack will just stand places. Terence Stamp will just stand in the bushes watching Karen do stuff.
Yeah. It happened so much that I thought they were going to reveal later that it's like his daughter or something.
No.
He
just does it.
There's no reveal about this whatsoever.
Nope.
He just does this the whole movie.
He doesn't figure anything out. Nothing gets figured out.
No.
Nothing is different because of this. It's just him staring at people. Because I guess they're like, we paid Terence Stamp money, so we're gonna make him stand over there.
Yeah, he better be in the shot.
So basically, and this is where I kind of get lost. They have to disable something, but they can't cut it when they cut the TV cables because it's on like a closed circuit that's monitored, something, yada, yada. It would send off an alarm. We can't just freeze it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So they have to figure out how to get there, and they need 15 minutes total to get down to the vault. And one of the guys in the room is like, well, you're fucking stupid, because if it's going to take you 15 minutes to get into the vault and 6 minutes for the cops to show up, obviously that number doesn't work, you bimbo with a good figure.
Yeah. She just fucking said that.
Yeah.
She just said everything you said she had just said, and then he interrupted her to say all of that.
Yeah. And she's like, we're going to work in 3 stages. Each stage is going to be 4 minutes. First stage, unlock the rear door. Second stage, get in the elevator. Third stage, get down to the safe.
And we're going to call the cops every time this happens.
It's kind of genius because
I thought this plan was so stupid until I saw it in action.
It's a really good plan.
Yeah.
It
worked out pretty well. Because I even wrote down in my notes, if you're going to make a heist movie, you got to have tighter writing than this, because that is dumb.
It's a good plan.
It worked out.
So the plan is to make the security team think that the alarm is malfunctioning. That is the plan. Yeah. So basically, Karen goes into the bank again on Thursday, and she says that now she wants to open a checking account. And while she's talking to the guy, she drops a little like toy car, and somehow she has the longest arms in the world.
Because it shows a close-up of the toy car and her slightly kicking over
like a trash can.
And she reaches all the way down to the ground
while seemingly having eye contact and making conversation with a guy
to push the RC car under. And then it cuts back to her looking guilty, but she hasn't moved her shoulders.
Nope.
So her arms can reach the ground from a seated position.
Yeah, she's very flexible, or this guy's very stupid.
Yeah, it's also one of those things, this happens in movies all the damn time, where it'll zoom in on someone who has their hands up, it'll zoom in on their back, and them reaching down to get their gun out of their back.
Yeah, Face Off.
Yeah, Face Off does that, and Max Payne does it too, if you just picture that fucking scene from the gun holder's perspective, how are they not going to see you put your hands down?
Even like the one where she's taking pictures with her arm, you're telling me he didn't notice that all of a sudden your arm is rigid and off to the side?
Held way out to the side.
It wasn't like held down by her leg. It was held out.
And then it cuts to her face, and she's clearly not listening to a word he's saying.
She's like, mm-hmm. Oh, mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah, yum. And he's like,
it's
yum.
so dumb.
Yeah. Anyway, so she does it, and then she's like, okay, well, let's do it. And he's like, okay, well, I'll stay a little bit late tonight. And she's like, oh, well, we can't have that. Bye. And then leaves. So, all right. I don't know why she didn't come in just earlier in the day, or was she worried that someone would move this trash can maybe?
Oh, I guess.
Because then why not stay to open the account to make sure you and that guy are the last people in?
True.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So we see the security team like locking down the bank, the vault, everything secure, turning on all the alarms. Patrick now knows that Karen is a bank robber because JT told him for some reason, even though none of this is JT's job to tell Patrick anything. And then Patrick's like, is my mom a bank robber too? And then we see Jack again just watching this whole thing from the balcony. For some reason, I don't really know why.
Like you said, he got paid.
Yeah.
He's got to show up in every scene.
And then Patrick does say that he likes this whole hostage thing. He says he likes having a pool and he doesn't want to go home.
That's what you said. You had said that before.
Like, this kid is living his best freaking
Yes.
life.
Cartoons all day and then swimming in the afternoons.
I honestly
He's probably
think
eating like
that,
a king too.
And they're not treating him badly.
Nope.
I don't know. I think that he could have had a pretty good life with
He's living it like
old
up
Jack.
like Richie Rich.
Yeah.
Like blank check.
Yeah, literally. So anyway, she says, no, your mom wasn't a bank robber. She just made really bad decisions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So they leave for the heist. The parole officer shows up to watch Patrick. Jack like parks a van outside the security office. I think this is where the cables go. I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
I get a little lost. So it's not the security office that all the police come out of. It's a different building close to the bank that they need to get into to change the cameras.
Yeah.
So he parks outside, and because it's the 90s, he's like, oh, my van broke down. Because all he had to do was open his hood. And then the guy's like, oh, and he's like, oh, I need to make a call. No cell phones if you don't remember. And then the security officer is like, okay, and lets him in and immediately gets a gun pulled on him. And then everyone comes into this place.
When did Pulp Fiction come out? No, Reservoir Dogs. 92, right?
Yeah.
He had a cell phone.
Who did?
Eddie.
Well, that's because he was rich.
Yeah.
This guy had a van.
That's true.
So it's different.
Yeah.
And a trench coat.
He did have a dope trench coat on.
And just a baseball hat. So
Yeah. What can he do?
blue leisure suit.
What is that?
I don't know. From
Okay.
Christmas Vacation.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, not like that at all.
No. I'm tired. Anyway, so everyone makes it into the cable station place and they drop down into like this access tunnel. And this is where I feel like the movie starts to take too long to do very simple things.
Yeah.
Because we stay here for, I don't know, 3 minutes watching Karen do something I do not understand to close the circuit at the bank, allowing them to like record the empty bank to play it for the security people. Cool.
Yeah.
And then they like drive the trash can around to set off the alarm and then put it back. So then they change the camera back to showing the police showing up so that the people who are watching on the monitors will see like the response.
Yeah.
So they've already set off the camera once. Police are on the way. They wait for them to show up. The bank is empty. They leave. And then after they leave and get back to the station, because they have guys like set up on the route, which it obviously we know that in Atlanta after midnight, there's no one on the street. So wouldn't this have been weird for the police?
Yeah.
To be like, there's 2 people on phones on the way to and from the bank. We should probably question them.
Yeah.
But no one says anything. So the second time they set it off, they immediately rush to the back door. And Karen and Jack and a no-name guy hack into the back door. And I don't know what they do, but they get it open, right? And whoever's driving the trash can now is not driving it as gracefully as Karen did, which I thought was going to become a plot point, but it doesn't.
It's Val Kilmer.
But I thought it was going to become something.
Nope.
It didn't.
He's just rough with it for comedy, I think.
Because I was thinking that what they were going to do is have someone accidentally
Knock it over. Yeah.
and the cops would be like, this is out of place.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen, so I don't know why.
Comedy.
I guess. So they get the door open, right? It takes them almost to the end of they have 4 minutes to do every task and 1 minute to get back to the like holding point. So they figure out how to open the door, exactly what they need to do to get straight into the back door, open it. And then they shut it again and lock it. And they like, I don't know, use those like period cramp simulators to like shock the door into opening the lock and shutting it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did, but they
Some
hacked
sort of
into it
actuator.
somehow.
Yeah.
They get it figured out. They shut the door, hammer it even closed so it looks sealed, and wipe all their prints off and everything, and then leave.
Yeah.
And so when the cops come and check the back door, it's still sealed. So they're like, okay, well, no one's breaking in. This is the second time we've come out. So now the third wave, right? The third alarm goes off again.
The cops would have stayed way longer this time.
I think the cops at this point would have been like, well, someone needs to just be out front.
Yeah.
Because clearly something's wrong. And we can respond with 8 cop cars, so let's just leave 2 here.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
And these aren't cops, these are security guards. So
Apparently.
just
I thought
leave
they were
them there.
saying cops, and then it turns out they're all security
They're
guards.
security guards, I'm pretty sure.
But there's tens of them.
10s of them.
Okay.
All for this one bank.
Are they all for the one bank? I wonder
I
if
don't
they're
think so.
a security firm that covers every bank.
They must, because one of the guys in a scene that's coming up, the guy says, anyone who hasn't got to go to the bank tonight,
Oh,
now's
yeah.
your chance.
Yeah, so it must be that.
Yeah. So anyway, this time it's Jack, JT, and Karen who make it to the elevator, and the mission for the elevator is to figure out, because you need 3 keys turned at the same time to open the elevator to go down to the safety deposit boxes. And so the whole thing is they're running out of time and they cannot figure out these keys. They try like red 7, like they have like an entire ring of probably 50 keys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then they try blue 12. It doesn't work. And then they try a couple more, and then they're literally out of time. They have like 40 seconds left. And then Karen's like, try blue 12 again. And they're like, we already tried that one. And she's like, no, try it again. And I'm going to twist first, and then you guys twist. And then this time it works. And they're like, oh, thank God. And then they take 30 seconds to stand there relieved that it worked this time.
Yes. They're like, we're running out of time. And then they all stand there and sigh and put their head on something nearby for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like, I thought you were...
Go.
Go.
What are you doing? So they leave. Now the next time, it's everyone goes in through the back door, down the elevator, and in like now we're at the bottom of the elevator. So the alarm goes off again. And this time, this is the 4th false alarm of the night. And so some of the cops are going to stay. 3 cops are going to stay in the bank because this is their standard procedure, because clearly something's wrong with the alarm. They make it downstairs, but Karen needs to go fix the camera that leads to the vault before they can walk out. So, and then she says something about how it'll take 3 to 4 hours to breach the vault itself. So Val Kilmer, JT, and Karen like climb up the elevator shaft to go get the camera fixed, and they get it fixed, they get it recorded, and she's like, all right, you guys are good to go, because no one can hear them, I guess, in an elevator shaft. I don't know why. But when JT stands up to walk out, he knocks over her like, it looked like, what's volt detector?
It looked like a voltmeter, yeah.
Yeah, a voltmeter. He knocks it out, and one of the cops was watching the cameras when it knocked out, and so all these men are just walking in this hallway all of a sudden. And then she fixes it to being blank again. So by the time the next cop walks in to confirm, there's nothing on the screen.
He runs out and gets a guy, and then brings him back to show him the security camera full of men, instead of telling him there's a bunch of people in the vault.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in the vault. He's
I think that's why I wrote down that heist movies need smarter writing. Because honestly, if any success in your heist movie depends on any one character being dumb, it's going to take your viewers out.
Especially like after 4 false alarms.
Yes.
And now I just saw with my eyes.
What do you think? That was a glitch? You saw 6 dudes walking around in the vault.
I feel like if you were going to play that off, right?
Yeah.
You should have had the cop like asleep in the security room and like barely woke up or something to see that, and like blinking.
Yeah, and then by the time he's done doing the little blink thing,
it goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been
something
way
like that.
better.
Not like, oh, we just got assigned to watch this place for a break-in.
Yeah.
And I just saw 5 fucking dudes walking downstairs.
But he brings back another dude, and the other dude just makes fun of him. That's really dumb writing.
Really dumb writing. And at least at this point, you need to be like, well, then we need to go check the vaults because something could be wrong.
Yes.
A person just saw 5 grown men walking downstairs.
But no, they're like, it's nothing. You're an
They're
idiot.
like, you're an idiot. You've got glasses. Stupid.
You don't have a fine figure.
You have no idea. You're so young. Anyway, you don't have a fine figure. So they decide not to investigate. They're ready to break into the lock. This felt like we watched this in real time for the 3 to 4 hours it took to weld our way through it. This was a very long scene. I don't know why. It was them like having snacks, reading a magazine, Jack just staring at Karen for some reason.
For some reason that's never touched on.
Like knowingly. Anyway, we'll get to it in a second.
Yeah, this movie's an hour and 40 minutes, and some of these scenes manage to feel like they're 30 minutes.
This was 3 hours.
Yes.
Jesus. So they finally get through. Karen puts like a weird gadget into the hole, and it's basically like a bendy USB. It's like a USB on a stick. So she sticks the stick in and then bends it upwards to go into the USB hole underneath the lock.
On the first try.
On our first try. Yeah, she didn't need
Good
a
job.
mirror or nothing.
What an amazing bank robber.
So then we have like way too much suspense for her pushing enter to run the code on the vault.
Yeah.
Then she does it and it works perfectly the first time.
Yeah.
And then we all just stare at the vault for another 2 minutes like, oh my God, is this code going to work?
Yeah.
And then it opens. And then everyone's like, oh, thank God. And I'm like, we never built up any suspense on whether or not this would not open.
No.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right, cool beans. So in the safe, the guys start loading. They like walk past the safety deposit boxes into like a room that's just full of like raw dogged cash around in a circle.
Yeah.
Like a GTA vault, basically.
Yeah, it's like that room looks like it's made out of stone for
Yeah.
one, which you could have just drilled through easier
Yeah.
than steel if you'd gone under the bank somewhere. But it's also like the cash is just kind of haphazardly
It's just there.
stacked on shelves
And they're
throughout.
going to carry out $18 million in cash. And I looked it up. And if $18 million in cash was only $100 bills, it would weigh almost 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Which I guess isn't that much divided by seven
Seven.
people.
Yeah.
But it's still a lot of weight.
It's
and that's
under 60 pounds each.
that has to be all hundreds.
Yeah,
There's no way this is all hundreds.
true.
So it's going to be a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But they start being like, oh, we're going to steal all the money. And then we see Karen go and open like a safety deposit box and grab a gun that she hides in her waistband. And then she and JT are standing like in the vestibule outside of this circle.
Mm-hmm.
And then they lock all other members of the team in with the cash.
She had both a gun and a little clicker
Yeah.
in that safety deposit box, and she uses the clicker to pull down the door.
Yeah. Somehow.
I don't know how.
I don't know. Magic. Robbery magic.
Yes.
So basically, after all of the cucking Jack did to watch her and her movements, didn't see this one coming.
No.
This didn't help him at all. No. He didn't figure out that she was planning anything at all.
Nope.
Okay.
He's a little turned on though.
Basically, she's just like, "Oh, Jack, I told you can't rob this kind of bank." And he's like, "Okay, open this door." And she's like, "Nah."
Yeah.
I did think it was really stupid because she just starts being really swarmy.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you took 6 years of my life away. And it's like, shut the fuck up about 6 years. You got caught by the cops.
Yeah.
If we found out that Jack's the one who framed you, sure. But that's not what happened.
That's not what happened.
Not at all. It was your job.
Yeah.
Your job was bank robber. You got caught being bank
robber. I
robber.
wonder if he forced her into that job too. Because he forced her into this one.
I don't care.
Kidnapping her son.
Oh, maybe he kidnapped her 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Then sure. But she never said that. She never said like,
maybe that's why
no.
the kid's so cool with being kidnapped.
Maybe he's like, oh, Uncle
That
Jack,
happens all the
cool
time.
beans.
Yeah.
This happens to me all the time. I don't get why she's blaming him for her
life
getting
decisions.
arrested.
Yes.
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me, I guess. All right. So JT starts grabbing like the money bags that they had already put out in the vestibule. And then Jack starts obviously shooting at her, but he waits until the whole conversation is done before he starts shooting at her.
I had started to write, why the fuck isn't he shooting her? And then he finally did.
It took a while.
Yeah. Because he had it pointed at her, and she was like, I wouldn't do that. Why?
Why? She's like, because I would die.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that.
And so her and JT run all the way up the hallway, and she does not fire any returning shots until they get into the elevator. And then she's like, and then we find out that JT didn't load the gun.
Yeah.
Because he says, you told me to buy a gun. You didn't say to load it.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is the guy you have a crush on?
Yeah.
This idiot?
Looks
No.
like Val Kilmer.
He does. He's very pretty. He's an idiot. He's the kind of guy who, like, you would walk into a house that is, like, just completely dirty. And the dishes need to be done. And everything needs to be done. And he'd be like, well, you didn't tell me to do the dishes. Like, you fucking live here, too. Look around. What does it normally look like?
Right.
Is it this? No. Anyway.
Have you seen Top Gun?
No.
I want to pick Top Gun.
Why?
I've never seen it.
Okay. So anyway, we get up the elevator and then we throw smoke bombs at the cops, but they're pass out bombs. Because the cops immediately pass out.
They could have just walked by them. They're already all passed out.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
And then they
Ugh.
throw tear gas. Oh, my.
Oh, my.
They throw tear gas in there that wakes them up to make them pass back out.
Yeah. Yeah. And then on the news, we have, like, they're talking about a robbery, and somehow they know that one of the escapees is a woman. I'm guessing because Jack is like, it was these two motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's who it was.
I thought that, yeah.
So Karen and JT are, like, making it back to Jack's house to get Patrick.
And we showed Roy watching that news story.
Yes, drinking his OJ and smoking a cigarette because it was the
Nasty.
90s.
Jesus Christ. Can you imagine how that tastes?
I feel like people who smoke cigarettes probably are used to the way things
But
taste.
orange juice after, like, even brushing your teeth.
Imagine, though, being the second person to try and go drink some of that orange juice after someone got their cigarette mouth all over it.
Oh, God.
Gross. I mean, if you smoke, all right, you do you.
You do you.
You do you. But I don't want to share
It's
orange
not our
juice.
fault you can't enjoy orange juice.
Yeah, can you? I don't know.
Let us know.
I've never smoked in my life.
I have once and I hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I've
stole
never-
a cigarette out of my mom's purse and lit it and sucked it in. I didn't even, like, just do that natural breathing thing smokers do. I sucked it in pretty hard.
Because you don't know what you're
And,
doing.
yeah, I didn't
there.
know what I was doing. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah, I've never smoked. I've never done any drugs.
Wow.
I've drank alcohol.
Wow.
Wow. She's wilding out. And now I don't because I don't like it.
Yeah.
Tastes gross.
I don't even like it, if I'm honest.
No, it tastes gross. But anyway, so the parole officer is trying to leave and mind his own business. And so JT rams him because they're like, oh, I don't see Patrick in the car. And then they ram him anyway.
Yeah. Well, he might be in the trunk. Gotta
He
be
might
safe.
be.
So you should slam into the trunk at full
They
speed.
ram him into the tiger cage,
Yeah.
right? And then they do not check the car for Patrick.
No.
They run into the house to look for Patrick, who's apparently an idiot. We'll get to it in a second. Buckner gets out of the car, the parole officer, and he's like, oh my God, I'm in the cage with the tigers, and he's limping and clearly in pain. And also, we haven't mentioned, this guy weighs like 300 pounds.
Yes.
He's not a small man.
No.
He's limping. He has a shotgun. He's in a cage with tigers, was just in a car accident.
Yeah.
So, limping really slow. And then I think he gets eaten. He doesn't get eaten.
Nope.
Because somehow, parole officer didn't die to the tigers, but he made it all the way upstairs in this house where two perfectly healthy adults were looking for a little boy yelling his name. Couldn't find him. He finds the kid and then grabs a gun and tries to kill them. And I'm like, how did he get all the way fucking... Because it shows, like, the bloody footprints leading to the bedroom where Patrick is.
Yeah.
And it's like, how did he get... He killed a fucking tiger and got past you? I think you deserve to die at this point. I don't know. I think he won.
Yeah.
What the hell?
This dude's a badass. 'cause
He is a badass.
He beats both of their asses, too.
He does. And then we get like JT grabs Patrick and runs away while Karen gives him like what for, basically for beating the shit out of her
Yeah.
earlier. And then so she beats him with the butt of his own gun, doesn't kill him, throws the gun down next to him and then leaves. But don't worry. That's the last we'll see him. So
Yeah.
then she leaves. She goes down to the safe and steals all of Jack's money. out of his safe. And then as they're leaving the property, she tells JT, she was like, the bank didn't owe me anything. Jack did for stealing 6 years of my fucking life. You got caught, bitch. Still. So then Karen calls Roy and tells Roy, hey, you need to come get Patrick at the airport. And JT's like, just steal him. Just steal the kid. It's fine. You're on the lam. I'm on the lam. We'll just take this kid with us.
Yeah.
Okay. They get to the airport. She's wearing her super great disguise of just brown hair and sunglasses.
It works.
It works. It always works.
It always works.
It always works. And then they see that police are looking for them. They have like, basically the police are so obvious. It's like they just have a printout of each of their faces that says JT whatever and Karen McCoy. These are the two people we're looking for.
Yeah.
She only ever has blonde hair. And he doesn't have a mustache.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they see the police, and then she's like, well, we need to split up. So she sends JT with Patrick to go, like, I don't know, get some snackies. I don't know. And then she waits for Roy at her gate. And Roy shows up, and he's like, I have a gun, too. Where's the money, Karen? And she's like, I didn't take any money. And he's like, then what's with this duffel bag full of fucking money at your feet, idiot? And then he takes her into the men's bathroom with her duffel bag, and he's like, holy shit, this is millions of dollars. And I'm like, see, I've never had that much money.
Well, I don't know how you would know.
I would be like, this is $10,000.
This has got to be at least $100.
This is at least $1,000 in ones, it looked like. So he tries to steal her money, and he's basically like, sorry, toots. And then JT pops down.
Sour shoals.
And then JT punches him in the face, right? And then JT's like, by the way, Patrick, Karen's your mom. Let's go to Rio.
He's like, you should tell him. She's like, not right now. Give me a second. Tell him. It's like, Jesus. Give me a second. It's your mom. It's your mom. It's your mom.
It's your mom. You love each other. Let's go. We don't have time for this. And then Patrick's like, oh my gosh, I've always hated my dad.
Yeah.
No questions about his dad. So they board a plane heading to Rio.
Actor.
Yeah. Heading to Rio. Because, now we know that the dad needed money.
Yeah.
And was willing to put the bank robber ex-wife in prison, who, by the way, Patrick hadn't been kidnapped the whole time this bitch was in prison.
Yeah.
She gets out, and all of a sudden he gets kidnapped, and I'm a bad guy? The fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, but he dared to steal money to make a better life for his kids.
Salesman. You should be a bank robber. That's the moral
That's
of this movie.
Moral of the story. When in doubt, steal it out. So they're all like, oh my God, we're doing so well. And because they get into their first class seats. And then JT's finally is just like, well, let me take off my disguise mustache now while we're still on the tarmac. Genius. So smart. And then the plane stops moving. And then there's a bunch of cops driving at them with their lights on. And so they're like, oh my God, we're going to die. Oh no. And then the flight attendant's like, oh, it's just an organ transplant or transport. Okay. So basically, no harm, no foul other than stealing a child. And we both are skipping out on parole.
Yeah.
Great.
That's the ending. That was the Real McCoy.
That was the Real McCoy. I still like it.
That's
but
a dumb fucking ending.
Really, I think that after she doesn't steal the money from the bank, it really loses its way.
Yes.
I would have preferred them to steal the money from the bank, then Jack try to double cross her because of all the cucking he was doing, and then her have to fight her way out because maybe he doesn't want to give her Patrick or doesn't want to let her out, kind of a thing. But the whole well, now we're just on the lam for forever is stupid to me.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I liked it though. I had fun.
Also, you had such a problem in Super believing that Liv Tyler would be with Rainn Wilson.
Yeah.
Why would Kim Basinger be with this hideous fucking chud?
Oh, Roy?
Yes.
Because she was young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was she?
I'm guessing she got pregnant at 17. She'd had to have.
She was 40 when they filmed this
movie.
No.
I think the only way this works out is if she got pregnant in high school and he wasn't such a loser in high school. And then they got married because that's the thing to do. I'm using air quotes, the thing to do.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, I have to rob money from banks because you're such a useless piece of shit. But my mom will be disappointed in me if I get divorced.
Yeah, I wonder what their marriage was like because she was clearly robbing banks while they lived together. Did he not support it then?
I think it was happy.
Did he know?
I think he knew the whole time. Oh, my mic did something weird.
Your mic did something
I
weird.
think he knew the whole time. But
Probably.
I
And
just-
now he's chastising her for it.
and I just love that he's like, oh my God, I need this $3 million to pay for our kids' colleges and give him a better life. And she's like, oh, you're a horrible bad guy.
Yes.
Because I got to go to Rio.
As fun 80s silly comedies go, it's not that bad.
No,
It's fun.
it's not. And she
I
only
could see
screamed
myself
once.
watching it again for no reason.
Yeah. She only screamed the one time.
She did,
I like this movie.
which was a relief.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It is fun. It does fall apart at the end.
It's not available on streaming. I didn't talk about that at the top. You're going to have to pay for it,
Yeah.
which is one of them. It's got to be one of those movies that I'm sure is cheaper to find on DVD than to pay
I'm
$4
guessing
to
you
rent
could
it.
buy $3.99
For
at an
3
antique
copies
store.
of it.
For 3 copies on eBay. I like it though.
Okay.
What do I know?
It's fun.
All right, who's picking what this week?
You have to pick an actor.
Okay.
Not a lot to pick from.
No. And because of what you said earlier, I'm going to say Terence Stamp
No.
because I don't want to watch Top Gun.
You don't want to watch it. The
No.
Limey.
What is the Limey? Well, I've never heard of that in my life.
I knew you were only going to
You
go
could
one
have
of
picked
two
Star
ways.
Wars.
I was going to pick Top Gun or The Limey.
What is the Limey?
It's what's Terence Stamp is famous for. It's a cult classic about it's a revenge movie. It's supposed to be really good. I've never seen it.
Terence Stamp is famous for the Real McCoy.
Okay, search Terence Stamp on IMDb and see what comes up first.
I'm already on the Real McCoy's page, so I win.
I don't think he's famous
The
for the Real
Limey.
McCoy. Yeah,
Okay.
you done this yourself.
Hopefully there's somebody in it.
Oh God.
Oh, God. Season 2.
I don't know.
All right, that's a wrap for this week's episode. Thanks for joining us. If you like the show, leave a review, follow the chain, and join us next week as we link from the Real McCoy to the Limey.
Yeah.
Bye.
Now I gotta go check out the trailer. See ya.
Next week on Chain Link Theater.
My name's Wilson. You wrote me about my daughter. Bloke she was bunked up with.
Terry Valentine.
What's he got to say for himself?